All right, stock horn. All right, give me a honk. Oh, fuck, that's plenty. All right, my Gap Performance friends, we're gonna get the Hello horns installed today on the Fiesta ST. So I got some male, female, 16 to 14 gauge connectors, and you can see they just kind of stick right on like that. And we're gonna tap into the existing wiring on the Fiesta horns. So step one is gonna be to remove the bumper, which shouldn't be too hard. I just put in the little Diode Dynamics fog lights today, which were super easy. I'm not gonna make a video on that because it's not hard. And there's a good CJ Pony Parts video on that. They're about 200 bucks and they look awesome. But anyway, we're gonna pull the bumper off and we're gonna mount them right behind the grill right there, and I'll show you how to do that. All right, so if it's been a minute since you took your bumper off, as a reminder, you'll need a 225 or a T25 Torx bit here. That's for the little bolt inside here. Need a little 7mm to pop this goofy little screw out right here, and one of these little panel pullers to move out the little plastic piece right in here. So just those 3 points. You got 1, 2, that'll be the 7mm, and then up in here is gonna be the last piece. And then what I like to use is an impact. Be careful with it, don't scratch your paint. Just a long extension of that. Pull the headlight right out, 2 little Torx screws on top here. And then there's the 3 bolts that go in here. So you've got 1, you can see the little squares in there. So let me see if I get to focus down there. There's 1 way down there. Yep, there it is. There's 2 in the middle. Of course it won't focus. And 3 right there. So same thing on both sides, just these little 8mm. Pop those out on each side, take the headlights out. It's not worth wrestling with them in. I think it's almost impossible anyway, but we'll take the other 3 bolts out on the other side. The 5 little plastic screws right here. So just a little Phillips and a little panel puller will help those pop right out. So you take those all off the top until it's all pretty free up here. You'll know if one's still in because it will not come off. So we'll take the other 3 out on that side and pop it out. Once you get those out, this piece will pop right out of here. And it's much easier to just do it that way, and then the whole bumper comes right off. All right, so to mount the Hello horns up, what I did was I took a couple of bolts and nuts and washers I had laying around, but I'll get you the drift. There's the little support bar right here. So I drilled a hole in it, and you don't have to be super careful because I'm gonna position these up where I want them. But basically I put a nut and a washer, put the 2 Hello horns on the back side. So, or you can put them on the front side of this bar. I'm actually gonna move them to the back side of this bar. And then another washer and a nylock nut right on the back side of it right there, you can see. And so what I'm gonna do is get these positioned where I want, tighten it all up, and then I'm gonna put the bumper on to make sure it fits. I think with the these moved to the back side of that bar, I think we'll have plenty of clearance to put the bumper back on, but we'll do a fit test to make sure, and then I will show you the wiring. Okay, so the purple wire, you guys are dumb. The purple wire here is your power wire, so that'll be our red wire, and then our gray wire, I just use these little weather connectors, so you crimp the ends on each wire. So I just stick the wire in there, crimp it, and then the heat shield, just take a little lighter, and it'll contract all this right onto the wire. So that's a good connection, it works. And then I found on the opposite side of the crash bar right here, so right behind it, right down here, which you can't really see great, but you can feel it. There's a little hole in the back of the crash bar right here, so I just ran the wire through there and around there. And then I ran it up to the red wire up to here. And then I spliced in another little red jumper wire to go over to the correlating pin. I don't think they matter, but if you want to follow this, you can. So I ran my power wire on the bottom. And then our neutral out of here is just the other wire off of the existing horn wires right there. So you can see, I'll pick up the old horn right here. Just a little 10mm to take this out. So the little purple and, what is that, purple and green or purple and blue wires are power. And the black and white, black and gray is going to be our neutral. So once you put these in, so I just put 2 in each one, these little male connector thingies right here, which look like this, and they're for 14 to 16 gauge. Actually, I'll show you the little package they came in right here. Actually, that's the wrong one. This one right here. So these little 14 to 16 gauge. You only need 4 of them. You can get more if you want. And if you really want to, you can get the male and female spade connectors for this right here. I just did these because I don't plan on taking this out anytime soon. And then again, I just drilled a hole right here, threw a bolt through it with a washer on each side, and got it hooked up. So just to run through it all again, you got 1 wire coming up for your neutral, 1 wire coming up for power, and then I just spliced out a wire for each of them to run to the other spade connectors on the other horn right there. And it's a lot louder, and Nate hates how they look. Racer! But if you have any questions, leave a comment, and I'll see if I can answer them for you. We're going to slap the bumper back on and call it a day.